So I really thoroughly enjoyed the four speaker session. Actually learned something very new today. A couple of things about India and what a great journey you're taking with your hospital group. And a couple of things about second victim, the definition, which wasn't so clear to me so far, but you gave us a good lecture on the second victim concept, and that this is really the reason why we need to keep improving ourselves as a system. We know that in order to improve as a system, individuals also need to participate as a team, and I think a great discussion on the education, the opportunities that we can make in terms of bringing this education and changes that will influence the future of our next generation of our clinicians and hospital administrators. Very exciting. I mean, we're talking about technology all the time, and I think technology has a great power to have an impact on the way how we practice our medicine. And I've personally enjoyed working with Philips, and I'm great that you're seeing also the solutions that providing that in fact eventually help you. Dr.
Naresh? I think I'll go by each speaker. The first speaker, Suresh Nair, talked about technology. I am a surgeon, an orthopedic surgeon at that. I know the problems, and I know the problem what really happens between the patient in the anesthesia table and the patient in the ICU. And beside all the technology, I think let's not forget the common thing, the communication between the two groups, which will actually enable us to ensure that we really treat the patient better, because a lot of times certain things that happen during anesthesia phase is not been translated into an ICU realm, and that fails. The technology can help us, but I think that needs to be remembered. Quality healthcare in real India, my God, I think that model is one of the best models that you can do for an hub and spoke model. Truly, truly awesome, and I think they must be congratulated for doing such a great job, and I think that's what India requires. Are you a second victim? Mr. Krishnan, I think, elaborated on what people like us surgeons actually go through many a times. And I think as a surgeon, I remember still, and I think we did not, as a surgeon and as a leader, we are all lonely at the top. And I think it's so difficult. And I think about 5 years back, as a surgeon, on 31st of December, I operated on a child, simple supracondylar fracture, put a K-wire. Patient was fine. I took my rounds in the evening. Patient was fine. And since it was 31st, the father said, "Can I go home?" I said, "You can. There's no issues about it. Why you can go home? You're fine." Except for the fact that they had insurance. Then I said, "You can pay the money and you can go. Absolutely, there's no reason why you shouldn't be going." 1 hour later on, I get a call. The patient had an arrest. The same child was happy, had food, had an arrest. And I did not know what really happened until the father had told the sister, "Since he's going home and he's got little pain, why don't you give an injection?" And the injection given was Tramazac. And this child had a very vague history of having an asthmatic attack at some point of time. And this Tramazac was given also during the course of his anesthesia. For 2 months, it was hell. Yeah, he's showing me 1 minute. I'm going to take 30 seconds. It was hell because I understood what the parents was going, but I think as a second victim, no one realized what I was going through. There was no fault of mine, but I was the primary person who was actually treating the patient. So I think this was a revelation for me. The last one, Dr. Sanjay Oak, I think as a person who is in the medical field, as a medical teacher and in a medical school, I think you said it much, much better than what we are actually doing for our students. And I think simulation is the way to go. And I think we have one of the best advanced learning center which we have set up, including the cadaveric center. And I think this is where we need to go. We need to have people like you to push medical education into what is required for the future and not stay in the past. With these few words, thank you, organizer, for actually educating me in this session. Thank you so much for giving us the time. And on behalf of the two of us, thank you and all the speakers.
Thank you, sirs. Requesting Dr. Deepak Patkar, Director Medical Services and HOD Imaging, Nanavati Hospital, Mumbai, to felicitate our chairpersons, Mr. John Yoon and Dr. Naresh Shetty, as well as our speakers, Mr. Yatish Wahal, Mr. Krishnan Shankaranarayanan, Dr. Sanjay Oak, and Dr. Suresh Nair. Dr. Patkar, can we have you on stage? Dr. Patkar. Requesting the August gathering to kindly pose for a picture. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir.